I had my second diagnosis with cancer 2016. My treatment finished in June, and by the end of June I started realising that my memory was actually going. Couldn't remember going into shops, what I was going for. I'd get into the car to drive, could not remember where I was going, had to pull in. Had no idea what was happening. Forgot my grandchildren's names. Had to start calling them pet and dear. It just got to a stage where I knew there was something seriously wrong, but I didn't know what it was.
I was having problems for like 2 years, but they said I had something else that wasn't really anything to bother about, but I knew there was something going wrong. And then they said they would cross the T and dot the I's because everything was fine. And then went up to see a urology guy, and he just says, "Oh, it's cancer." And my world just stopped. I've got a really, really good memory. I can remember things from when I was a kid. My hill walk, and I can remember every single day out, who I was with, what the weather was like, how long it took us, the journey up, the journey back. I could recall it all. And I started forgetting like simple names of the hills, so I would just say, "Oh, the hill in that place." And then it progressed from there. Like I would say, a duck. I would be talking away and I would think, right, I'm going to say duck, I'm going to say duck, and then it would just go. And I had no idea, but I would carry on talking. And then I'd always be thinking, what was that word that was? So the next 3 minutes of talking was just waffling, because I would remember, "Oh, duck, that's what it is." And I would say duck, and people would go, "What are you talking about?" I says, "That was a word I forgot." And then I would be trying to explain myself. So every day it was becoming more difficult to understand.
A lot of different strategies and coping mechanisms we have put into my lifestyle. I'm not saying that I'll ever be the same. I gave up my job because although I did the same job since 2002, it was very difficult and stressful for me to go back in and look at a computer. I had to work with 2 different computers, 2 different systems. I would look at one and totally forget if I changed the screen, what on earth to do on that. But it got more and more stressful, so I decided you have to take that away. You can't have that stress in your life. Because some days I find things quite stressful. But most of the time now, knowing what's the matter with me and knowing that there is help out there, I really do feel that I'm coping. It got to a stage where I didn't bother with stop meeting with friends because a group of us, I couldn't keep up with the conversation. I couldn't remember. The subject had changed and I still was on the previous subject. Somebody would say something and my mind went a total blank, had no idea what they were talking about. And yet I'd been involved, what I thought was being involved in the conversation.
I do believe that they expect it to come back. Nobody's told me that, but the surgeon's sidekick boy kind of cocked his head in the usual cancer way and said, "Oh, I'm really sorry." And that's why I really struggle with everyday life, because I still hear his voice saying, "I'm really sorry," and I've just been moving on.
It really got to a stage, I didn't know what I was going to do with myself until I got to that programme. I couldn't cope. It was the most horrendous time of my life. Cancer had nothing on those 3 months that I went through. It was a nightmare.
I tell them definitely to go. These people, they're not put here like to help you. They're more than that. They build confidence by a group session where somebody might not. I know there's people in that room that wouldn't tell the family some of the stuff that we were told in the room. And the same with me, I could tell them, be honest. When you go along to the group, don't be scared to let go. And if you walk out the room and you don't use information, then you won't regain your confidence. And I have got the confidence now to sit here and talk to you.
Throughout the programme, I did a lot of crying. We were all exactly the same. So it meant that the relief, I wasn't bubbling because I was upset, I was bubbling because the relief of knowing that I wasn't suffering from dementia was unbelievable.
Like put post-its on things to, you know, like the reminders, and that was all part of the group as well. Was using reminders, was using triggers for your mind, and mine's, as I say, everything pointed to slowing down and regaining my confidence. And
they gave us like homework sheets to take away for us to read. We did problem solving. We were able to talk about our experiences and all the stupid, silly things we had done. I think every one of us came away with new coping strategies. Absolute silly things like not remembering where I was going. I now use a sat-nav every time. That way, I know exactly where I'm going, and the kind lady tells me at the end of it, I've reached my destination. I used to have one pad and pen sitting, and if I remembered something, I'd put it down, mark it down. But I'd be up the stairs, and by the time I get down the stairs trying to remember something, I'd forgotten it. So what I did was put a pad and pencil in every room, including the bathroom. And that meant that I had 5 notepads. I'd collate them all at the end of the week, and I had my shopping list. A lot of things I didn't discuss with the family because I felt that I'd have done something through the day if they weren't there, and I think, what a twit you are. But it was the fact that other people sharing their experiences, we were all so open, and we did laugh. We laughed a lot. It gave me my confidence back. I felt that I'm going to be able to cope.
yeah, I got back out with my friends and started back on the hills. I completed the Munros in under 2.5 years. I know now that I'm much, much slower after my treatment and after getting my weight gain with the treatment. But you're still here. You can still do it. And if you put yourself out there, there's lots of miles I can still do. There's lots of hills I can still do. And doing them at night and watching stars from 3,500 feet, you're thinking, God, it's just something really, really special. But now I walk right out and I've got a confidence just standing over a 2,000 foot drop and just looking straight down. And it's not like I want to die. I would jump off. It's more, I can do this, you know what I mean? And I can see what a bird can see. It feels good. It feels really invigorating. It feels exciting. It feels a joy to be alive. The new confidence, the new me, I just know I'll get there. You know what I mean? It's just, I've just got to keep going and keep trying. And as long as you keep trying, then you're giving yourself a fighting chance.